This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. Evidence number 111, coming to Google Play and Apple App Store.
This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. Evidence number 111, coming to Google Play and Apple App Store. Main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left. By swiping up, you can turn the help for the visually impaired on or off. By swiping down on the screen, you can purchase the full game. Main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left. By swiping up, you can turn the help for the visually impaired on or off. By swiping down on the screen, you can purchase the full game. You can exit the game.
This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. Evidence number 111, coming to Google Play and Apple App Store.
This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. To Google Play and Apple App Store.
This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. Evidence number 111, coming to Google Play and Apple App Store. Main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left. By swiping up, you can turn the help for the visually impaired on or off. By swiping down on the screen, you can purchase the full game. You can exit the game in the same way you exit any other application on your device. To activate the help, swipe up with 2 fingers on your screen at any time during the game. You are currently in the story. To repeat the current section, swipe left with 2 fingers. To skip the current section, swipe right with 2 fingers. If you would like to pause the game, swipe down using 2 fingers. You can repeat the help by swiping up with 2 fingers.
What happened? What's all the fuss about?
You are currently in the story.
Should I go downstairs or...
The game is paused. To return to the story, swipe right on the screen. To go to the main menu, swipe left. Main menu. You'll start a new game by... You're about to confirm a new game. To start a new game and rewrite your current story, swipe right on the screen. To return to the main menu, swipe left. To repeat the help, swipe up with 2 fingers. Evidence number 111 is an interactive audio story. You will only see basic controls on your display without any graphics. You can pause the game at any time by swiping 2 fingers down the screen. By swiping 2 fingers to the right, you can skip to the next part of the game. And by swiping to the left, you repeat the part of the game you're in right now. By swiping up, you will activate the help that will remind you how to use the controls. Your progress in the game is saved automatically. For the best experience, put on your headphones, close your eyes, and immerse yourself in the mystery of evidence number 111.
Hello? Hello, is anyone there? This is Judy. I'm calling all patrols. Please report. Jim? Alice? I'm calling all patrols. Respond, goddammit!
In certain moments, the story will pause, and you will be able to decide how your character, Constable Alice Wells, will act or react. You will confirm your decision by swiping your fingers on the screen. If you want to choose the first option and report to the radio, swipe to the right. If you want to choose the second option and play a joke on the woman on the radio, swipe left. If you want Alice to repeat all the options, swipe up.
Shall I report to Judy or play a joke on her? This is Alice. I can hear you, Judy.
Finally, someone's responded. My God, Alice, where are you? What are you doing?
I'm at a petrol station about 25 miles out from town. Judy, is something happening?
Listen to me carefully. I'm sending Wilson and Bowers over to you. I need you guys to close the road down and check everyone that tries to go into town, understand? If anyone tries to drive through, you will stop them no matter what. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Some of your decisions result directly from the situation that you have just heard. These are usually the moments when other characters require a clear yes or no answer from you. Swipe your finger to the right if yes, you understand what Judy is asking from you, or if the answer is no, you do not understand the instructions and would like Judy to repeat them, swipe to the left. The positions of yes to the right and no to the left remain the same throughout the whole game.
Do I understand what Judy wants? I understand. Of course I do.
Alice, this is really important.
Am I saying it's not?
Then repeat what I want from you.
Am I a child or something?
Alice?
In certain situations, Alice will be able to choose from 3 options. In such cases, you will pick the third option by swiping down the screen. The positions of the first and second options remain unchanged.
Shall I repeat the orders to Judy or not answer at all? Or maybe I should ask what's going on.
Then repeat the orders for me.
Judy, please, calm down.
Alice!
Calm down. Tell me what's going on. Who are we looking for?
Scotland Yard's called. Apparently somebody started shooting at them from a car. Before they were even able to notice what was going on, the car was gone. The only thing they know is that the car is heading towards us.
What?
Be careful, Alice.
Damn it. That can't... What was that? He was driving like a... That must have been him. I can't let him get away.
Now you know everything you need to uncover the mystery of evidence number 111. However, be cautious about your decisions. How the story unfolds is solely up to you.
I need to go after him. Damn, they're fast. What kind of car is that? I can't keep up with him. Shall I call for backup or try to catch him alone? I can't do 2 things at once. Otherwise, he'll get away. I'm on my own. How is he driving so fast? I can't catch him in this piece of garbage. I can barely see him. What the hell?
10 years later.
You're now listening to the all-request hour of Big Radio, the best rock music in Southern England. It's Friday the 30th of September 1985, 10:35 p.m. And what you just heard was only physically by a band called Sucker. Next up, we've got the weather forecast. The meteorologists expect the current temperature range to continue throughout the weekend.
Talking and play another song.
A flood emergency has been announced in 7 locations. If you can, stay inside and stay safe. And now we have another caller who would like us to play a song for them. Who do I have on the line?
This is Alice.
Hello, Alice. Where are you calling us from?
From work.
And what do you do for a living?
Shall I tell him I'm a police officer? It doesn't matter what I do for a living.
Ooh, a lady with a secret. I like that. And what would you like us to play for you?
I don't really care.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
I've got a headache, but I have some pills here. I just haven't taken them yet.
Oh, in that case, I hope you feel better soon. And I would like to dedicate our next song not only to the mysterious Alice, but also to drivers, doctors, and everyone else who has to be at work during this rainy night.
Oh, for God's sake. Shall I pick it up? Keep on ringing. I'm not doing anything tonight.
You have reached Chief Inspector Alice Wells, who is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Miss Wells, I know you were there. You were on duty tonight. Please pick up the phone. It is in your own interest.
What the... What's this nonsense? Shall I pick it up? Hello? Who's there? I'm not really in the mood for jokes this late at night. What?
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well. You were chasing a green sports car. Do you remember what happened?
Maybe. I don't know. What's this supposed to be? Who are you? What's your point?
Do you remember a young 10-year-old boy you saw lying on the road? Do you remember how you stepped on the brakes when you saw him?
I don't know what you're talking about. What the hell do you want?
And do you remember how you drove away shortly after that and left him there?
That never happened. Who are you?
It doesn't matter. This is about you. Surely you are aware of what would happen if anyone found out about that little boy. Luckily for you, I am willing to keep quiet about your wrongdoing. If you are reasonable. And don't do anything stupid.
Who is it? I have to do something. Should I record the call? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't care what lies you've made up about me. And now I'll hang up the phone.
As you wish. In that case, I will call other phone numbers as well. There are a lot of people who would like to find out about you and that boy.
If you want to blackmail me...
Do not worry. It's not a big deal. There is an evidence room at your police station, and you, as the chief inspector, have a key to this room.
What?
If you do not want me to call all of the newspapers and radio stations in London, you will use that key to unlock that room and take something for me.
Just theoretically, if I took your threat seriously, which I don't, what should I take?
It is a sealed brown envelope, which is registered under evidence number 111. Just a small thing. Without opening the envelope, you will bring it to the Harbour Watch Inn on Cork Island, near Casco Bay, tomorrow evening.
Sorry, what? Where?
Harbour Watch Inn, Cork Island, Casco Bay. Write it down so you won't forget. Check into room number 5. You will receive further instructions there.
Harbour Watch in room number 5.
I am very much looking forward to our meeting. Until then, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
That can't be possible. After so many years. Who could have seen me back then? I guess there is nothing I can do but listen. I should go get that envelope now while the station is not busy. But maybe I should get my stuff first. I won't have time for that later. Should I go get the envelope or pack my stuff? My head is splitting. I have my gun in the drawer. I should probably take it with me. But this headache... I've got some pills here. They'll help, but I won't be able to think straight, so I shouldn't use my gun. Maybe I'd better take the pills and leave the gun here? Should I take the gun or the pills? Or shall I take both? Who knows what's going to happen? It'll probably be better to take both. We'll see which one will come in handy. What did that person say? A brown envelope, evidence number 111. I have no idea what could be in there. But who was able to find out what happened that night? After 10 years, I remember that little boy very well. He had blonde hair. It was shiny, even in the dark. I'd better go. I need to find out exactly where Harbour Watch Inn is.
Play by Ears presents Zoe Robbins, Rosamund Pike, Mike Bodie, Richard Reed, Kenny Blythe, Abigail Rice, Jamie Marshall, Atom Uniac, Rebecca Reesness, Paul Coltofian, Michael Pitton, and James Beaumont. In the interactive audio story, Evidence number 111.
Here I am. Harbour Watch Inn. The typical three-story Victorian house. It's like a picturesque mansion on a remote island. I would even consider holidaying here, but not for this weather. I should go inside. The rain's getting stronger. So, I'm finally here. Strange. This place looked bigger from the outside. And it doesn't look that nice inside. Musty smell. Tacky modern sofas.
Greetings, ma'am. Welcome to the Harbour Watch Inn. May I help you?
What? Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, you look so lost in your thoughts. Do you have a reservation?
And you are?
My name is Ethel. Ethel Washington. I'm a receptionist here.
I see.
Is something wrong, darling?
No, sorry, I'm fine.
You're lucky you even made it here, dear. The ferry was close to not even getting to the island at all. But let's get you warmed up by the fireplace now, shall we? Here, let me take your coat and bags.
No. I mean, don't worry about it. I can handle it.
Well, as you wish. Once you would like to check in, I'll be behind the desk over there.
There is no way I'm leaving this suitcase. Should I check in, or should I first take a look around? I'd rather take a look around here first. Who knows if that person on the phone isn't sitting here somewhere and watching me? Why have they chosen this place? Are they from here? No, that doesn't seem right. That would put them in danger. I guess there's nothing I can do but keep an eye on everything and wait. It's not that big in here. I don't even have an actual reception, just a desk in a corner. Huh? But where does that door behind it lead? Oh, that's a dining room, and it even has a bar. I could use a drink, but should I be drinking right now? I'd better not drink. I need to stay focused. My head hurts even without whiskey. I could dry myself by the fireplace. It looks so warm there, and I'm still soaking wet from the rain. That painting on the wall is weird. A father, mother, and 7 children. Must be from the Victorian era, I'm guessing by the clothing. Crazy to think those kids are long gone now. That person must have fallen asleep by the fireplace. Should I take a closer look at him? How can he even sleep in this noise?
This one is sleeping. Can't you calm the kid down? Well, what if you took your eyes off the newspaper once in a while and pitched in? Yeah, a minute.
That little family over there seems more suspicious. But I guess their thing is infidelity and domestic violence, not threats and blackmailing. Should I go over to them, or should I try wake up the man sleeping by the fireplace? I should wait for them to stop arguing. I'll get myself a bit warm by the fireplace and try to wake up the man sleeping over there.
Oh, hold on. Where am I? Oh, pardon me. I must have fallen asleep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up.
No, that's all right. You know, I can fall asleep anywhere. Now, I'm not sure, but I can't tell. Have we met already?
Unlikely. I just got here.
Then I'm delighted to meet you, miss. I love meeting new, friendly people. You don't get to meet many nice people in my profession.
Your profession?
Oh, yes. I'm a police officer, you know. My name's John Broderick. You may have heard of me. They wrote about me 6 times in the paper. Are you from Glasgow?
No, unfortunately.
Ah, what a shame. Glasgow is a lovely city. Unfortunately, not even there does the crime sleep. But neither do the police.
So you were just meditating here then? Is that right?
It's a vacation, you know. Even police officers need to relax on vacation so that we're sharp for the rest of the year. But I'm just talking about myself, and you haven't even introduced yourself, miss.
My name's Alice Wells.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Wells. Very pleased. And, if I may ask, what is it that you do, and where you're from? Don't be offended. I'm just a curious guy. Just a slight professional foible.
Should I admit I'm also a police officer? I'm a shop assistant.
Huh? A shop assistant, you say? That's also a dangerous profession, right? Some people deal with murders and robberies, and some with angry customers complaining that the milk is sold out. And what exactly are you doing here at Harbour Watch? Vacationing as well?
You could say that.
Shame the weather isn't better. I'm leaving in 2 days, and so far it's been raining every single day. But just between the two of us, it seems like a bigger storm is raging inside the hotel. Do you see Mr. and Mrs. Caswell over there? Let me tell you, Mr. Caswell seems like a calm guy, but he has a proper temper. My room is right next to theirs. Have you met them already?
Not yet, but Caswell. That name sounds familiar.
You should go over and say hi. Mrs. Caswell personally wants to meet every guest that arrives. She probably doesn't have many friends, the poor thing. Go and introduce yourself.
Should I introduce myself to the Caswells or go to reception? May I check in?
I'll be with you in a second, darling. Just let me finish writing this. So, where do we have it? Aha, here. Please write your name here, your occupation here, the length of stay. Which room have you booked with us?
Number 5.
But, Mr. Broderick, are you going to sleep?
It's about time, Mrs. Washington. I'm an old man, you know. Goodbye for now, Miss... excuse me, I've forgotten. Let me have a look in the book. What? Chief Inspector Wells?
I'm sorry,
No, don't apologize. I guess some people are ashamed of their occupation. Well, why not? Goodbye for now, Chief Inspector Wells.
Did something happen?
Nothing, it's fine.
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry, but we've got a slight inconvenience here.
What kind of inconvenience?
It's about your room. It's currently unavailable.
Unavailable?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, is someone else staying there?
Well,
The game is paused. To return to the...
yes and no.
Excuse me, but what does that mean? Yes and no?
You know, Reverend McCarthy arrived unexpectedly this morning, all the way from the United States.
Well, so?
There's no easy way to say this, but, the Reverend has arrived because of your room.
What?
Reverend McCarthy he's one of the biggest experts on the supernatural in the whole country. Right now, he's investigating your room. I've given him the keys. Nobody else is allowed in the room. In fact, nobody else can. The spare key's gone missing.
Miss Washington, if you're trying to scare me with spooky stories,
You have nothing to worry about. Everything is perfectly fine. It's just... nothing. Never mind. We will get a different room ready for you, dear.
A different room, but the person on the phone specifically said room number 5. Shall I argue with Miss Washington? Miss Washington.
Call me Ethel, darling.
I want you to know that I don't like this. If you believe in ghosts, well, that's your...
The game is paused. Main menu. You're... on 1. Swipe up.
Shall I report to Judy or play a joke?
Up the whole game.
Do I understand what you... I understand.
What I want from you.
Am I a child or something?
Unchanged.
Shall I repeat the...
Fully up to you.
I need to go after him. Then? Shall I call for backup?
Years later.
For a living.
Shall I tell him I'm a police... It doesn't matter what I do. Shall I pick it up? What?
Miss Wells, do you repeat?
Who is it? I have to do... I'd listen to it. Should I go get the envelope, pack my stuff, or listen? Leave the gun here? Should I take the gun or the pills? Or shall I take both? Who knows what's going to happen? Case. Should I check in, or should I first take a look around? I'd rather take a look around
The game is paused.
here first. It even has a bar. I could use a drink, but one drink can't hurt. Maybe it'll calm me down.
You anything or not?
Shall I get something crazy just to teach him a lesson? But I feel like having a whiskey. Or I don't have to get anything. Whiskey, please. Irish, if you have any.
Yeah, on the rocks?
Neat.
Coming up.
Good evening, ma'am.
Oh.
Is this seat taken?
What? Of course. Please sit.
The game is paused.
Mr...
The game is paused. Main... You're... on 1. Swipe up.
Shall I report to Judy or play a joke on her?
Up the whole game.
Do I understand what Judy wants?
What I want from you.
Am I...
Unchanged.
Shall I repeat the...
Then
Fully up to you.
I need him. Shall I...
Years later.
For a living.
Shall I tell him I'm a police officer? It doesn't matter. Shall I pick...
The game is paused.
What?
Miss Wells, repeat.
Who is it? I have no idea. Time for that later. Should I go get the... Case. Should... I'd rather take a look around here. It even has a bar. I could use a drink, but should I be drinking right now? One drink can't hurt. Maybe it'll calm me down a bit. Hello? Isn't there a bartender here? Is there a bartender back there?
Well, what is it?
Oh,
What you want?
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm the chef. But Jim, who's normally in charge, couldn't come because of the storm, so he dumped this on me.
Sorry to hear that.
Who cares? Can I get you anything or not?
Shall I get something crazy just to teach him a lesson? But I feel like having a whiskey. Or I don't have to get anything. Whiskey, please. Irish, if you have any.
Yeah, on the rocks?
Neat.
Coming up.
Good evening, ma'am.
Oh.
Is this seat taken?
What? Of course. Please sit, Mr.
Mr. McCarthy. But call me Reverend. And may I recommend, please, do not order any mixed drinks. Mr. Rogers is the chef par excellence. However, he is not very knowledgeable when it comes to alcohol. Indeed, there is nothing like whiskey. For me and for the lady, the drinks are on me.
You're right.
May God forgive me for having one drink with you. Just like he has forgiven me the 7 I've had already.
There you go.
May God repay you, Mr. Rogers.
At least somebody will find.
Drink, madam, drink. To your courage.
Why courage?
Do not get me wrong. You must be tremendously courageous. That is why you are here, is it not?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, there is no need to be ashamed. Many people seek the excitement of haunted castles, cursed abbeys, or, in our case, hotels. I see this all the time.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
You cannot possibly think that they would invite Reverend Timothy McCarthy here for nothing.
What? Is it haunted here?
Oh, there is no need to worry. As long as I am here, no ghost or even a demon can do you any harm. Will you have another drink with me?
Should I drink with him?
Of course you will. 2 whiskeys. For me and for...
Yeah, sure.
Forgive me. And your lovely name is?
Alice.
Gorgeous name. I love Lewis Carroll's books.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
'Twas brillig, and the slithy toads did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the baragoves, and the mome raths outgrabe.
Do you know the rest of it?
Recitation is my passion.
Recitation and exorcism?
Oh, you can sleep tight tonight, Alice. No Jabberwocky will dare to disturb you. Shall we have another drink?
I'm sorry, but I have to go. I haven't even checked in at the reception yet.
Oh, no worries. We will surely have many opportunities to carry on with our conversation.
Anything but that. I should really go to the reception now, but I haven't seen the rest of the lobby and the other guests. I'm not willing to drink with this creep any longer. This is better already. No grumpy chefs or creepy reverends. And it could be nice and warm by the fireplace. That painting on the wall is weird. A father, mother, and 7 children. Must be from the Victorian era, guessing by the clothing. It's crazy to think those kids are long gone now. Oh, that person must have fallen asleep by the fireplace. Should I take a closer look at him?
Mom, Dad, catch me.
No, you can't run around like this. Please, darling, come here.
How can he even sleep in this noise?
Other guests. This one is sleeping.
Can't you calm the kid down?
Well, what if you took your eyes off the newspaper once in a while and pitched in?
Yeah, a minute.
That little family over there seems more suspicious. But I guess their thing is infidelity and domestic violence, not threats and blackmailing. Should I go over to them? Or should I try wake up the man sleeping by the fireplace? I should wait for them to stop arguing. I'll get myself a bit warm by the fireplace and try to wake up the man sleeping over there.
Oh, hold on. Where am I? Oh, pardon me. I must have fallen asleep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up.
No, that's all right. You know, I can fall asleep anywhere. Now, I'm not sure, but I can't tell. Have we met already?
Unlikely. I just got here.
Then I'm delighted to meet you, miss. I love meeting new, friendly people. You don't get to meet many nice people in my profession.
Your profession?
Oh, yes. I'm a police officer, you know. My name's John Broderick. You may have heard of me. They wrote about me 6 times in the paper. Are you from Glasgow?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, what a shame. Glasgow is a lovely city. Unfortunately, not even there does the crime sleep. But neither do the police.
So you were just meditating here then, is that right?
It's a vacation, you know. Even police officers need to relax on vacation so that we're sharp for the rest of the year. But I'm just talking about myself, and you haven't even introduced yourself, miss.
My name's Alice Wells.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Wells. Very pleased. And, if I may ask, what is it that you do, and where you're from? Don't be offended. I'm just a curious guy. Just a slight professional foible.
Should I admit I'm also a police officer? I'm a shop assistant.
Huh? A shop assistant, you say? That's also a dangerous profession, right? Some people deal with murders and robberies, and some with angry customers complaining that the milk is sold out. And what exactly are you doing here at Harbour Watch? Vacationing as well?
You could say that.
Shame the weather isn't better. I'm leaving in 2 days, and so far it's been raining every single day. But just between the two of us, it seems like a bigger storm is raging inside the hotel. Do you see Mr. and Mrs. Caswell over there? Let me tell you, Mr. Caswell seems like a calm guy, but he has a proper temper. My room is right next to theirs. Have you met them already?
Not yet, but Caswell. That name sounds familiar.
You should go over and say hi. Mrs. Caswell personally wants to meet every guest that arrives. She probably doesn't have many friends, the poor thing. Go and introduce yourself.
Should I introduce myself to the Caswells or go to reception? May I check in?
I'll be with you in a second, darling. Just let me finish writing this. So, where do we have it? Aha, here. Please write your name here, your occupation here, the length of stay. Which room have you booked with us?
Number 5.
But, Mr. Broderick, are you going to sleep?
It's about time, Mrs. Washington. I'm an old man, you know. Goodbye for now, Miss... excuse me, I've forgotten. Let me have a look in the book. What? Chief Inspector Wells?
I'm sorry,
No, don't apologize. I guess some people are ashamed of their occupation. Well, why not? Goodbye for now, Chief Inspector Wells.
Did something happen?
Nothing. It's fine.
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry, but we've got a slight inconvenience here.
What kind of inconvenience?
It's about your room. It's currently unavailable.
Unavailable?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, is someone else staying there?
Well, yes. and no.
Excuse me, but what does that mean? Yes and no?
You know, Reverend McCarthy arrived unexpectedly this morning, all the way from the United States.
I know. We met at the bar.
So I guess you know what he specializes in.
Well, so what?
There's no easy way to say this, but the Reverend has arrived because of your room. I've given him the keys. Nobody else is allowed in the room. In fact, nobody else can. The spare key has come up missing.
What?
You have nothing to worry about. Everything is perfectly fine. It's just... nothing. Never mind. We will get a different room ready for you.
A different room? But the person on the phone specifically said room number 5. Shall I argue with Miss Washington? Miss Washington.
Oh, call me Ethel, love.
If you believe in ghosts, well, that's your business. But I want the room I've booked.
Please, be reasonable.
I am. I'm not giving up my room just because of your boogeyman.
I am so incredibly sorry. Believe me. We're willing to help you, and of course you will receive a discount for this inconvenience. But I really cannot let you in room number 5. May I get you a different one, please?
Do I really have a choice at this point? Okay, what's available?
Thank you very much.
Hugo, what did we tell you about that running?
Please be careful, darling.
That's what we were going to say.
Well, didn't you tell me to let him play?
Well, sure, but...
Well, then next time, be so kind and don't question how I bring on your child. Hugo, come now. Hugo, come here, darling. Let's go to the room.
Pardon the noise. The Keswills are full of energy. You know, a young family.
Do they argue a lot?
Sometimes. But don't worry, your new room will be perfectly quiet. You will be 1 floor above them.
What do you think of them?
Mr. Keswill is a bit grumpy, but he's a famous writer.
And what about his wife?
Supposedly, she's a lady of leisure. You know, she inherited a lot of money from her parents, so she can afford it. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't be talking about this.
Could I have my keys, please? I'm ready to go to bed tonight.
Right away, darling. Room number... Actually, it doesn't have a number. We usually don't offer this room to our guests. It used to be a staff bedroom. But no worries, it is spotless. It's on the 2nd floor and very quiet there. That is because the other guests are all on the 1st floor.
That sounds lovely.
Shall I call someone to help with your luggage, darling? Unfortunately, we are understaffed tonight, but our chef, Mr. Rogers, will gladly assist you.
That's all right. I can handle it myself.
Are you sure? It's not a problem. I will call Tom and...
No, I can handle it myself.
As you wish, my dear. The 2nd floor, at the end of the hallway. I hope you will enjoy your stay with us.
For sure. Is this where I'm supposed to sleep? Do they even dust in here? If this hotel is haunted, it's this room for sure. Okay. Just relax, Alice. It's all going to be fine. I'll hand over that damn evidence and be back home tomorrow. Everything's going to be all right. No one will ever find out. And what was I supposed to do back then? I wouldn't have been able to help that child anyway. Ugh. Ugh. Not my head again. Maybe I'll take a shower. Oh, damn it. I haven't brought my painkillers. Maybe they'll have some hair. Nothing. Of course there's nothing. By the bed, on the bedside table, maybe in the closet. It looks so creepy. Locked? Where am I supposed to put my coat? Maybe I could pry open the closet. The lock looks easy enough. Should I do it? Why not? It's my room, my closet. Oh my god. So much dust. And what's this? A hat? Socks? Is this storage or did the previous guest leave it here? Oh, it's all children's clothes. It looks like it's been lying here for a while now. Was this a child's room? Is this a coincidence? Surely. It must be. Oh, what a nice toy. Oh, what an annoying sound. Silence. Finally. Should I unpack or take a shower? I'm definitely not having a shower here, if it's anything like the rest of the room. I'll unpack instead. Oh, my freaking head. I hope the only thing I've forgotten are my painkillers. Dry clothes. I could use some right now. Everything is still wet from the rain. Where have I? Oh, I swear I put it here. Here it is. The evidence number 111. It's all going to be fine. I'll take the envelope, hand it over, go back home and never deal with this ever again. No one will remember that I was here and everything will go back to normal. What the hell? Should I check what's going on or should I ignore it? No. I can't deal with anyone else's problems right now. Whatever's happening down there, it's not my business.
Mrs. Wells, excuse me.
It's really nice that you've knocked, but shouldn't you wait until I've let you in?
I know. I'm very sorry, but it's urgent. I need you to come with me.
Something's happened.
The Kessel's son got lost. We need your help. Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Caswell, please calm down. It will all be all right. When was the last time you saw him?
In the room. I just went to the bathroom and suddenly he was just gone.
All right, everyone. Please calm down. We are here.
Please, Miss Wells, help me. Please.
Adele, calm down. We'll sort it all out.
No, Hugo is gone. Something must have happened to him. I just know.
Maybe he's just hiding somewhere.
No, he wouldn't do that. Please, Miss Wells, you're a police officer. Please find him. Please do something.
How does she know I'm a police officer? Should I ask her? I don't remember telling you I'm a police officer.
What?
Where did you get that from?
Excuse me. Our son's gone missing. Do you have to make this about yourself?
Just find our son. That's what I'm asking. I'm begging you.
But
what?
If I go after the boy, I'd risk exposing myself. But what if something's really happened to him? Should I help? Of course I'll help you.
Thank you.
Ethel, is it possible that the boy got out somehow?
That's impossible. I've been at reception the whole evening. He didn't pass through there.
In that case, he must still be at the hotel.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Unfortunately.
Miss Wells, do you remember why we had to check you into a different room?
What do you mean?
I mean, Hugo is probably hiding somewhere.
Please don't start with your ghost stories.
Oh, just please, why is everybody just standing there? Can you do something? He might be suffering right now while you're all talking.
Adele, calm down.
Hugo! Oh, darling, where are you? Somebody do something.
Calm down.
Hugo! Hugo!
Do not yell, Mrs. Caswell. He obviously does not hear.
Oh, just leave me alone! I need to find him. This is my son. Don't just stand there. Help me, someone. Hugo.
I need to calm Mrs. Caswell down. Gently or quickly.
Hugo! Hugo! Hugo, darling,
Mrs. Mrs. Caswell.
Hugo, where are you? Where are you? Where
Come
are
on.
you? I have to go.
Where?
I don't know. I just have to go. I have to do something. I have to find him.
I'll go with you.
Calm down. Please. I know you're worried, but everything is going to be okay. I need you to stay calm.
All right, then. All right.
Please, go back to your room. The same applies to you, Reverend.
As you wish.
Ethel, please lock the entrance to the hotel and inform the staff.
Right away, love.
Hugo will probably show up eventually and will come looking for you in your room. So don't leave the room under any circumstances.
But...
Is that clear?
Yes.
I'll personally check all the rooms and other areas in the hotel.
Thank you.
That's okay. It's my job, after all. Okay. Ethel has locked the entrance. All the guests are in their rooms. And I'm here. I guess I can forget about quietly getting out of here tomorrow without anyone remembering me. What have I got myself into? If only my head didn't hurt so much. There are 3 rooms on this floor. I'm guessing by the crying, the Caswells must be checked into room number 1. Detective Broderick said he was staying right next door, and the 3rd room must be the Reverend's. Has any of this got something to do with why I'm here? I can't imagine the drunk Reverend or the weepy mother inviting me here. But if it's neither of them, then who is it? I should check on the Caswells first. Find out how it all started. That doesn't sound pleasant. I should probably leave them alone and not just stand there and eavesdrop. But who knows what else I can find out about. Should I knock on the door, or just listen for a while?
Come in.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but...
Can't you leave us alone now?
Have you found him? Do you know anything?
I'm sorry, not yet. I need to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Yes, of course. Whatever you need.
Adele, but...
Oh, Richard. Please, go on.
When and where was the last time you saw your son?
How original.
Richard, stop it. About an hour ago, maybe 1.5. He was sitting on the bed here, reading, and I went to have a shower, and I couldn't have been gone long, maybe 10, 15 minutes. But when I came out of the bathroom, he was gone.
And where were you at that time, Mr. Caswell?
Down in the lobby.
Sitting at the bar.
Is it possible that Hugo went downstairs to look for you?
I would have seen him if he'd been there.
Oh, he wouldn't have just left the room like that.
So how come he's not here?
Just relax. Relax. Mrs. Caswell, you said that Hugo had been reading before you left.
Yes, he was just sitting here on the bed reading. Oh, my poor boy.
He must be a very smart boy if he can read already. How old is he? 5?
6. He turned 6 a few days ago. This holiday was supposed to be a gift for him as well.
I taught him how to read when he was 4. He didn't want to. Couldn't focus. But he finally got the hang of it.
That's amazing. What does he like to read?
Fairy tales and fantasy. He's still slow, but, he's still so small. He brought Alice in Wonderland here with him.
Really?
With all due respect, couldn't you just leave us the hell alone?
Richard, he's trying to help us.
By browsing through the books. What's the point of that? Wouldn't you like to know what we had for breakfast or something else that's so important?
Should I keep questioning the father or the mother? I'm sorry, Mr. Caswell, but every detail is crucial.
Christ, the boy likes fairy tales, just like any other kid of his age. How will that help?
Stop it!
It's all
Stop it.
nonsense.
Why do you think that?
What?
Why do you think it's all nonsense?
Miss Wells knows what she's doing.
Nothing's happened. If it was serious, I'd call the real police.
Oh, now you're crossing the line.
Hugo's probably sitting somewhere and stuffing himself with donuts.
What do you even know about him? You don't even care about him.
And you don't care about anything else.
I've had enough. Should I intervene or leave?
Well, excuse me, but
I
he's my
don't have
child.
time for
But
this.
you won't leave him alone for even a second.
And I leave him alone this one time, and this is how it ends.
Stop it already, please.
I guess I won't find out anything interesting from the Caswells. But where to now? To the detective or the Reverend? Should I visit the detective or the Reverend? I'll go see Detective Broderick. Who knows? Maybe he'll help me with the search. What's that sound? Has he fallen asleep?
It wasn't me. Don't take photos
Is
of
he
me.
sleep-talking?
Go away.
I wonder what he's dreaming about. Should I knock or let him sleep? I don't have a choice. I'll wake him up.
What is it?
Sorry,
Oh, it's you, dear colleague. Come on in then.
Thank you. I'm so sorry I've lied to you about who I am.
Well, that's okay. I'm used to people making fun of me.
I meant nothing by it. Trust me.
Let's not talk about it anymore, all right? Would you like to have a glass of whiskey with me?
Now?
Why not? It's after 5.
A child's gone missing here.
Oh, this thing.
I could use your help.
I'm sure that such a brilliant shop assistant like you will certainly solve this case.
I've already apologized to you.
I know, and you meant it.
Okay, now is not the time for jokes. We have to find Hugo.
Well, but...
But what?
I'm just in the middle of another case. More complicated, and it requires my utmost attention.
Another case? Aren't you on vacation?
Some crimes can never be dropped. You can do this on your own, Miss Wells.
Are you serious?
Please. Some kid is playing hide and seek with his parents. He has nowhere to go, and nothing can happen to him here.
Are you willing to take that chance?
No. I guess you're right. We should do something.
Thank you.
Just to be sure. A missing child is kind of a big deal, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And that's a huge deal, an important one.
Well, yes.
I think the kidnapper...
A kidnapper?
Well, we always need to take the worst scenario into account.
all of a sudden.
So the kidnapper must certainly be someone who can rarely be seen. Maybe even the bartender. Apparently, he couldn't come because of the storm tonight. But what if he's hiding here somewhere? Or the chef? Have you seen him?
I met him at the bar downstairs.
The guy's a real piece of work. I wouldn't be surprised if he was involved in this. Maybe both of them are behind this. That's also possible.
Why did I even come here? Is there any point to keep listening to him? Why did I even come here? Is there any point to keep listening to him? I'm sorry, but I need to question the other guests.
Of course. Good luck then.
Yes, thank you.
Until later.
Well, that was painful. I could go to the Reverend now, or just straight to the second floor. Should I go to the Reverend, or to the second floor? So, except for the room that I'm staying in, there are two other rooms. The mysterious and locked room number 5, and another room that I know nothing about. Where should I go? To the locked room number 5, or to the other room? Room number 5, the cursed room, full of ghosts and boogeymen, in desperate need of an exorcism. Well, I guess there is something intriguing about it. Maybe a curious little boy would want to see a ghost and go inside. Or was he afraid of the room and wanted to get as far away from it as possible? Okay, ghost room. Bring it on. Locked. What a surprise. And I can't just pry it open. The lock looks sturdy and I look too suspicious already. I don't think Hugo is here. Unless he's managed to get inside another way. But how? The child's gone missing. I don't have time to tiptoe around and waste my time with ghost stories. I need the keys, but the Reverend has them. So off to the Reverend. Mr. McCarthy? Mr. McCarthy, hello? Where can he be? I hope he's not asleep like Detective Broderick.
What are you still doing here? Where are you going?
Well, Mr. McCarthy isn't in his room and I have to find him.
I see.
Are you really drinking now?
And why not? Don't think about the Reverend. After all, he's a man of faith and a drunk. He wouldn't kidnap a child. Trust me, we should speak to the chef.
But I need to get into the locked room.
But why? You've said it yourself, that it's locked.
Actually, you're right.
See? So calm down and come to the kitchen with me.
Look, that theory of yours is fascinating for sure, but...
No but. Let's go.
Could I at least stop by my room?
To the kitchen.
Broderick! Broderick! I've got more important things to do than look after him. But what if he does something stupid? And what if that chef really knows something about the boy? Should I follow him to the kitchen or go to my room? I'd better go to the kitchen. Who knows what Broderick could do there?
You'll see, Wells. The chef is our man.
Oh, come on. We don't have any clues. No leads, nothing.
Exactly. Perfect cover-up, isn't it?
And why do you think he would do that?
What do I know? Why would anybody murder anyone, or rape, or rob? The criminal's mind is mysterious and full of dark corners.
But that's complete
What
nonsense.
are you doing here? Well?
Good evening, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, what do you want? I'm busy.
I'm sorry for disturbing you, but...
You want something to drink again, or what?
No, not at all. You know, Mr. Broderick and I, we...
Enough with this chit-chat. Let's go to the kitchen, shall we?
What?
Only speak when you're spoken to.
Mr. Big Detective, huh? Well, take your power trip back to wherever you got that bad attitude.
Just calm down, Mr. Rogers.
I can say what I want, when I want, in my kitchen. My rules, understand?
For now. What were you doing today between 5 and 7 p.m.?
What's it to you?
Answer the questions.
Mom, please, what's his point?
Well, you know...
Come on, Wells. The clock is ticking. We can either just stand here and chit-chat or go to the kitchen and deal with this. Up and at 'em. It's up to you.
We could just stay here, but what if Broderick is right?
Let's go, shall we?
You're right, Broderick. Let's go.
No, stay there! Oof! Look, that's enough, damn it! And now, two freaks. What's going on?
Let go of the door or...
Wrong answer! What about you, lady? You look more sensible. What you trying to do here?
Mr. Rogers, I do apologize.
See? We can talk like normal people.
We're just searching for a missing child. Well, the Keswell's son has gone missing.
Oh, God. When?
You really don't know?
Know what?
Don't lie.
Look, I'm not lying. I've been here all day, slaving in this kitchen. Nobody told me nothing. Mum, please, seriously, I'm not lying.
How come that you haven't heard anything? Poor Mrs. Caswell screamed all through this place.
Look, I don't know anything about any of this. I'm in the kitchen all the time. It's so loud in there, and there's that storm raging outside. I really haven't heard anything. Trust me. Mum, you believe me, don't you?
Should I believe him or not? Don't worry, Mr. Rogers. We just need to search the entire hotel, including the kitchen. That's it.
All right. Come in, then.
Thank you.
We are finally getting somewhere.
Mum, tell me the boy's gonna be okay, right? Please, tell me he's gonna be fine.
Should I comfort him? I wouldn't worry. I'm sure nothing's happened to him.
Righto then. Come in. This is our kitchen. Nothing special. 3 stoves, 2 ovens. I work here alone. You know, a lot of people used to visit this hotel. There used to be, well, 3 or 4 of us here. But now, especially in the off-season, I usually make, like, 5 or 10 portions for each meal, depending on the day and reservations. Most of that's for the staff. Otherwise, it's to order.
And what's that noise?
Central ventilation. I've been telling them it needs fixed for a while now. Still nothing.
Okay, now I understand why you couldn't hear Mrs. Keswell.
And that you're grumpy all the time.
What?
Nothing.
It doesn't seem like a child could hide here.
I've told you so. It's pretty tight in here. I would have noticed it.
Make no mistake, dear colleague. You have to search in places you wouldn't normally think of checking. What about the oven?
Oh, please, there's nothing in there.
And what about the pot?
You can't be serious.
Broderick, what are you doing?
It's better to check everything.
Go ahead then, Sherlock. I'm making clam chowder in that for tomorrow.
Really hot. As it should be.
Mr. Rogers, and what about these 2 doors?
What?
These 2 doors.
Oh, one leads to the dry storage, and the other one to the walk-in freezers.
May I have a look inside, please?
If you wanna, but I'm telling you, nobody's there. Check the lobby, the rooms, the cellar, I don't know.
Keep your advice to yourself and open the door.
Fine. Where do you want to have a look?
Should I check the storage room or the walk-in freezer? Open the freezer, please.
Yeah, all right.
Hurry up.
Why don't you try it yourself? It's stuck.
That needs some serious muscles.
And that's certainly something a little boy doesn't have.
Well, that's true, but who knows? Maybe someone locked him in there.
And who would that be?
I never share sensitive information with suspects.
Oi!
Stop it and just open it, Mr. Rogers.
All right, all right.
Can you see anything?
Nothing. No, just frozen meat. It's so cold in here.
-10 miles.
What?
There's nothing in here.
Rogers, turn the ventilator off. I can't hear a word. Haven't you heard? Turn it off.
I have, but I'm not going to do it.
Please.
Play with me.
Oh, can you two stop it?
The operating room clearly states that the ventilation must be on during the kitchen's operating hours.
I don't care about your rules. Just turn it off. I can't solve it like this.
As if you could solve anything.
What did you say?
You heard.
For the last time, I'm ordering you to turn off the ventilation.
And for the last time, I'm telling you, that's not going to happen.
Enough! We can't go on like this. You obviously won't stop arguing, so one of you needs to go.
But it's my kitchen.
My investigation.
Stop it! Who should I send away? The chef or the detective? Mr. Rogers, please leave.
But I'm responsible for all this. I can't just leave you here.
Haven't you heard?
Look, there are regulations against that, you know? It's about sanitation. Something happens.
Please leave.
Fine. Whatever. If anyone has food poisoning here, it'll be on you.
Broderick, find out how to turn the ventilation off.
Yes.
There's nothing in the freezer, so I'll have a look in the storage.
Sure. So, is there anything out there?
Nothing, no. Nothing. Just a couple of preserves. Potatoes.
Damn it. But the chef has to know something. I can feel it. He has to know something.
What was that all about?
Maybe I was being a bit harsh, but you don't know the job as I do. He's got to be hiding something.
You're drunk. I can smell it all the way over here.
Oh, come on. What's one drink? I'm on vacation.
Please just calm down a little.
I'm okay.
Go to your room and lie down for a few, Detective.
No. Now, there's no way. Let's keep going. The cellar. We haven't checked the cellar yet. We need to have a look down there.
I can do that myself.
No, I'll go with you.
The only place you'll go is to bed. You'll feel better in the morning.
You can't do this to me. This is my investigation, my big chance.
Don't make it worse than it already is.
I need to find that freaking child. Do you understand me? I have to find him.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
That won't help me. It has to be me. I finally have to prove that I can handle it, that I can do it.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
Nobody's ever given me a chance. Every time I found a lead, they took me off a case. Everyone has always stolen my shine, but not anymore. Not today.
I don't follow.
Do you have any idea what it feels like when everyone at the station is pointing fingers at you? When they're laughing at you and won't let you do anything? But I haven't done anything wrong.
Broderick?
Huh? They're sending me off on vacation, but I know what it is. I've got intuition. They're firing me. Once I come back to Glasgow, they'll tell me I'm fired. Do you have any idea how it feels? I've made just one mistake, one stinking mistake. But that guy just looked so polite. So I let him go. Why should I spend my whole life suffering for that?
Go to your room. Just lie down, get some rest. You're tired.
You're just like the others. You think that you're better than me. But one day, you'll make a mistake too. You'll make a wrong decision, and it will be over.
Broderick! Broderick! God. Great. That's exactly what I needed. All I wanted was to hand over the evidence and get out of here. I wish I could just go to my room, pack my bags, and get away from this place and all of these people. But that's not possible anymore. I can't leave until that little boy is found. Should I have another look around here? I'll have another look around here, just in case. Nothing. Broken tiles, dirty dishes, but no sign that Hugo has been here. What's this? It's a photo. A pregnant woman standing in front of the hotel. Who could this be? There's Viola written on the back of the photo. Maybe a relative of Roger's? Damn it. I shouldn't have let him leave like that. I should go to the reception and ask about the cellar. I don't want to spend another minute in this kitchen.
Mrs. Caswell, please go back to your room.
That's not happening. I'm not going to just sit here while Hugo is missing.
I'm sure Miss Wells will find him soon. You just need to calm down.
No, soon is not soon enough.
Dear, you're finally here.
Have you found Hugo? Have you got him? Where is he?
No, not yet.
Please. You have to find him.
Well, I have been thinking.
Yes, dear?
Ethel, you're supposed to have keys to the cellar.
Yes, sure, but what for?
What? Cellar keys?
Why would the boy go down to the cellar?
Well, we need to search every room.
What would he do there?
Maybe he was curious?
Yes, that's true. Well, we've all heard the terrible rumours.
Those are no rumours.
Viola?
Our chef's wife. You know, she hanged herself. Poor Tom.
But Hugo wouldn't...
Just calm down, Mrs. Caswell. Everything's going to be okay.
I can't calm down.
I understand.
I can't just sit and... I can't.
Ms. Washington, please give me the keys.
But you can't go there. It's not...
Please, this won't get us anywhere.
All right then, but don't come telling me I haven't warned you. This isn't about any regulation. Nobody should go down there. Just go down this hallway and turn right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a door at the end and you'll need to use this key.
Okay.
Then down there, under the stairs, there is another door, and that's this key right here.
Okay.
But please, don't be down there for too long.
All right, thank you.
I'll go with you.
What?
Mrs. Caswell, please.
No, I have to.
That's not really a good idea.
I don't care. You can't stop me. Miss Wells, please take me with you.
Should I take her with me? I can't take you with me. What if you get hurt? Just wait here with Mrs. Washington. I'll be right back.
He's my son, and I've been waiting long enough. I know you're trying to help me. It's very thoughtful, but I really have to do this.
Is there really nothing I can say to convince you to stay in your room?
No.
Okay, Mrs. Caswell, you can come with me.
Thank you.
But you will stick with me, is that clear? You will do what I say when I say it.
Of course.
All right, let's go then. Cover your mouth and nose, Mrs. Caswell.
It smells awful here.
It's just mold. I'm sure they don't air it out much down here.
Hugo would certainly never...
The door downstairs.
Is something wrong?
Someone's already unlocked it. Stay with me, Mrs. Caswell.
Hugo? Hugo, are you there? I can't see anything.
There must be a switch here somewhere. But how are we supposed to find it in the dark?
Did you hear something?
Come on. I'll take you back upstairs. I'll come back here alone with a torch.
No, that's okay. I just... What was that? That sound. I know it. It's...
Mrs. Caswell, stick with me.
Ah!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. It's just... that sound.
We need to go back to get some light. Give me your hand.
What was that?
That was the door we came in through.
What's happening?
Mrs. Caswell, don't be scared. The wind must have closed the door.
But that's Hugo. Hugo? Hugo, are you there?
Wait!
Hugo!
You don't know where you're...
Hugo!
Mrs. Caswell! Oh, now what? I can't do much in the dark. But what if something happens to her? Should I go back to get a torch or look for Mrs. Caswell?
Hugo?
Mrs. Caswell! Stay where you are! I'll come back and bring a torch. Oh, you crazy woman. Wait till I come back! No. The door's stuck. Now what? Mrs. Caswell, are you okay? Should I go help her or try open this door? I need to go upstairs to get a torch. Hold on! Okay, Alice. Just like in training. Ah! Oh, my shoulder. I still have my legs. Damn it! Come on, you! Finally. I need a torch or something. Quick, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Sorry. Hello? I can barely see, even with the torch. What's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. God, this headache. Oh, this headache, I feel like my head is gonna explode.
Hugo!
Mrs. Caswell, where are you?
I'm here! There's another room at the back!
I'm coming! Mrs. Caswell?
I'm here!
Mrs. Caswell! Can you please try to open the door?
I can't.
Damn it. Just wait, I'll get someone. Don't go anywhere. What's going on?
There's something in here! Help me!
Mrs. Caswell, what's in there? Mrs. Caswell! Hold on! Damn it! I have to open this door somehow. This door's just stuck. Someone must have locked it.
Oh, Alice, please!
Now what? If I had a gun, I could shoot the lock. Damn it! But maybe I could find something to break down the door.
Please!
Should I try open the lock or break down the door? No, I don't have time to play with the lock. I have to break the door down. I'm working on it, Mrs. Caswell, all right? There must be something here. A pipe! Mrs. Caswell, stay away from the door. Come to the hotel. Hand over the evidence. Save the child. Save yourself. There are just some things you can't control. Are you okay? What happened?
Somebody...
What's that in your hand?
It was hanging from the rope here.
Was that Hugo's?
It's his favourite toy. He's always running around the house with it and...
Mrs. Caswell, we should go.
Where is he?
I guess I should try to comfort her, but do I have the time for that? Don't worry. It's going to be okay. We'll find him, but now we have to move on.
Where to?
There's only one place I haven't been yet. That room upstairs that's locked.
I see.
Let's go.
Darling, hold on, just wait.
I need to get into that locked room upstairs. The Reverend has the keys. What else can I do?
It's raining cats and dogs outside. It won't do any good going out there now, Miss Wells.
Were you trying to stop Mr. McCarthy from leaving as well?
Of course I was. But he didn't let me talk him out of it. He said he had to go and did not wish to be disturbed, in the hotel's interest.
This is in the Caswell's interest.
That's nonsense. Hugo is just hiding somewhere. Mrs. Caswell, say something.
Be careful out there.
Oh, come on. You won't find the Reverend anyway. He's been gone for God knows how long.
This island's not that big.
Stop! Please don't go out there. The Reverend will certainly be back soon.
Why do you care about him so much?
I care about this hotel, dear. I want all of us to be happy and safe.
Then let me go out.
But...
You'll either let me go get the keys, or I'm breaking the door down.
But the storm...
Ethel, please. Take Mrs. Caswell to her room and look after her.
As you wish, darling. Let's go, Mrs. Caswell.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, I'm outside. Where could Mr. McCarthy possibly go? Am I supposed to search this whole island? Oh, I should hurry up. God, I can't see a thing. This rain is crazy. The road splits here. If I go to the left, I'll get further in the middle of the island. If I go right and down the hill, it leads to the pier where the ferry to the mainland leaves from. Should I go to the pier or further inland? Damn it. Oh, God. Where am I? It's so high. I didn't even know there was such a big hill here. I can see the hotel down there. It's funny how ordinary and cozy it looks from up here. It was so warm in the lobby by the fireplace. Reverend! It's as if there was no one else on this whole island. Should I keep looking around here? Nothing. Just this tall grass. Wait, there's a bump here. There must be something here. Are those bricks? Foundations of a house. But who built it? And who tore it down? This is getting weirder and weirder. It doesn't matter now. I've been here for too long. I need to move on. Where am I? Wait. That's a church. Well, at least it used to be. It looks a little run down. That voice. It's the Reverend. So that's where he's been. But what is he doing here? And what's he saying? Should I go inside or wait to see what happens? It won't hurt if I just wait here for a bit. What is the Reverend saying? I need to get closer.
Let me not. If I have my gift of God as pardon for this. Well, there I will.
What is the Reverend doing in there? He's just sitting, shivering. What is he sitting on? Oh, it's a suitcase. What is he talking about? And the way he's talking. I've heard enough. I'm going in. Mr. McCarthy!
Oh, it's... hey, what are you doing here?
I'm wondering that myself. It's the middle of the night. Awful weather. What kind of man would leave the hotel right now?
No madman, maybe just a fool. You may laugh at me, but I always walk around in a storm. It brings me peace in a strange kind of way.
That's quite strange. It's almost hard to believe.
One can sometimes believe as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Am I right, Alice?
If you think so. I heard what you were saying.
That? Oh, that was Shakespeare, my dear. I am a great admirer of his.
It's been a long time since I did literature at school, but I don't remember Shakespeare ever using words like shit.
Oh, what? I don't recall saying shit. After all, it is quite noisy in here. Maybe, perhaps you've misunderstood. Anyway, tell me, what are you doing in here in such bad weather? Were you, looking for me?
Truthfully? Yes, I was.
Is that so? But, well, you did not have to do that. I was going to head back soon.
Were you? What are you sitting on, then?
Sitting?
I'm neither blind nor stupid, Mr. McCarthy. Why have you taken a suitcase for your nighttime stroll? Why did you want to leave?
I am scared.
Of what? Is there something you haven't told me?
What on earth?
Where's my son?
Mr. Caswell, what are you doing here?
You stay out of this.
It seems like we all needed a little air tonight, didn't we?
You'll be laughing on the other side of your face.
Mr. Caswell!
What are you
Where's
doing?
my son, you bastard?
What? I do not know.
Don't lie.
Mr. Caswell, calm down.
Hugo disappears, and the weirdest guy in the hotel just happens to sneak away. Where's my son?
That's enough.
You have no right to boss me around. You've promised to find Hugo, and nothing's happened. So you'll either help me get him to talk,
Alice, please.
or get out of my way.
Him. Arrest him. You cannot just let him do
Shut
this.
Now what? Should I stand up for Mr. Caswell or the Reverend?
Alice! Alice, please!
It would help you if you started to talk.
You heard her!
Don't make it harder on yourself than it already is.
How can you let this...
Tell us the truth. The end justifies the means.
Let me go. I'll talk. I will tell you everything. Just stop. I will never forget that, Alice.
You better start talking.
But I...
Who are you? What are you even doing here?
Okay, then. I'm not Reverend Timothy McCarthy. Reverend McCarthy doesn't exist. My real name is Patrick Graham. I'm an actor. Well, I don't even know if I'm an actor anymore. I was pretty successful at the local theater, but when I tried doing movies, my greatest achievement was doing a movie as an extra this one time. A reverend hanging around in a park. I didn't have a single line. The movie was awful. But when I was walking down the street in that robe, people treated me differently. They were smiling at me, letting me go first in line. It was amazing. As if I was someone else, I started wearing the clothes more often. I was getting used to it. Suddenly, I didn't care people didn't want me in their movies. I created my own character. Reverend Timothy McCarthy from America. After some time, I thought I could make some money out of it. So I started going around to haunted houses and hotels, where I was pretending to perform various rituals to cleanse those places. And that's how I got here.
And what have you done to my son?
Oh, come on, I don't know where your son is. I'm a liar, not a kidnapper.
I don't buy it.
It's true. What would I do to him?
Reverend... Patrick, wasn't it?
Yes.
Just tell us the whole truth.
This is the whole truth. Why would I do anything to a child? I'd only draw attention to myself.
I don't believe you.
No! No! Let me go of me!
Mr. Graham! Patrick!
Leave me alone!
What have you done?
Me?
He's ran off with the key!
So what?
How am I supposed to... I'll have to break the door down now.
I don't care.
Of course you don't.
All I care about is Hugo.
And I'm trying to find him.
Are you? I feel like all you're trying to do is to look for some keys.
Because it's all connected.
How? How would Hugo get inside?
I don't know. But there's nowhere else he could be. I know it. I can feel it. There's something wrong with that room.
Nonsense.
I don't mean ghosts. That room. Room number 5. I was supposed to stay in there. Someone's brought me here and told me to go to that room. And then your son goes missing and so many other things happen. I know all of this just can't be a coincidence.
What's going to happen now?
I need to get back to the hotel and figure all of this out. I won't wait another minute.
What am I supposed to do?
I'll deal with you once I find Hugo. Come with me.
Okay, let's go.
Hello? Who is it?
Ethel?
Darling, is that you?
Yes, it's me and Mr. Keswell. Ethel, why is it so dark in here?
That's because of the storm. The lightning must have struck the power line. I was just about to get some candles and a torch. Wait, did you say Mr. Keswell? Where are you?
We're here, over by the door.
I'll be right over. Mr. Keswell, what are you doing here?
Well, you know.
You don't know?
What?
We met outside. He must have walked past you.
I don't remember anyone walking by.
She wasn't here when I left.
Maybe when I was taking poor Mrs. Caswell to her room.
How is she?
A bit better. I brought her something to calm her down.
Thank you.
But what were you doing outside, Mr. Caswell?
Well...
Did something happen, dear?
Should I tell her the truth? I have to tell you something.
Can it wait? I'll go and get a torch first.
No, it can't.
Okay then. Go on, darling. What happened?
Reverend McCarthy.
Yes?
Was an imposter.
What?
He's not a priest. He's not an exorcist. He's made it all up so people pay him to get rid of ghosts.
No. No.
Yes, I'm afraid so, Ethel.
No, that can't be true.
You're not the only one who fell for it.
No! Reverend McCarthy... But he's famous around the world. I don't believe you.
That's okay. Just calm down.
For Christ's sake, woman.
This is no time for jokes, Miss Wells.
I was there when he confessed. It's all true.
You're lying.
Why would we do that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Ethel.
Well, do you have any proof?
Proof? Proof of what?
Why should I believe you?
I am a police officer.
That doesn't prove anything.
Damn it, woman.
Ethel, please be reasonable.
But... he couldn't. He wouldn't.
I'm afraid he could. And he did.
Okay. I'll bring you a torch.
Ethel. I'm so sorry.
Just wait here, dear. He was such a nice man.
Ethel, please take Mr. Caswell with you and then take him to his room.
What?
And could you please give him something to eat? He needs it.
What are you doing?
Your hangover will thank me.
As you wish, darling.
Thank you very much.
Please, if you find out anything.
Of course.
Greetings, ma'am. Welcome to the harbour.
What was that?
Just find our son. I'm begging.
Mrs. Caswell?
You'll find him, right?
It is the last...
Ethel!
Is it not?
Trust me. We should speak.
Who's there?
What are you doing here?
Oh, it is a terrible suffering indeed.
Who is it?
He was hanging from the rope. Here.
Where's my son?
Judy? Judy, hello? Judy, hello? I think I've seen the car that... Damn it! Judy, are you there? To all patrols, this is Constable Wells. I'm chasing a suspect driving on A31 towards town. The suspect is driving what appears to be a green Lotus Elite. Oh, damn it! Oh. What was that? Oh my God, someone's lying there. He's hit someone. God, he's hit someone. Oh, that's a child. That's a child. It's... Oh, God. What was that? Out there. It's a shadow. Or an animal. Alice, pull yourself together. You can't let that guy get away. You have to catch him. He can't get away with this. How could I have let that happen? Alice, calm down. Breathe in. Breathe out. The locked room number 5. What was that? It's coming from inside. Should I enter or listen behind the door for a while? No, I can't just barge in there like that. What's going on in there? That's Hugo. For sure. I have to go inside. What?
Miss Wells, you're finally here. We've been waiting for you, haven't we, Hugo?
Mm-hmm.
Please sit down.
Mrs. Caswell.
Please, after everything we've been through today, call me Adele.
Okay. What's going on here?
You still don't know? Well, I'm not really surprised after everything we've...
How did you get in here? How did you find Hugo?
Quite easily. I was the one who put him in here. Right, Hugo?
But why?
I wanted to see how you would act. What you would do. If you would help me find him.
Who are you, really?
Oh, you don't remember me? Oh, Well, it's true, I was much younger back then. And I had a different surname. I am Adele Garland.
Garland. That accident. September 13th, 1975.
The night of September 13th, 1975. The night when police officer Alice Wells fled the scene of an accident and did not help a young, dying boy. Hugo Garland.
But I didn't do anything.
My brother.
So you're the one who's brought me here?
Yes.
Why? Why now? I haven't done anything to you. That child, I didn't...
My brother.
I didn't hit him. I did what I had to do. If I had tried to help him, the murderer would have got away.
Do you have the envelope I wanted from you?
What?
The evidence file. 111. Do you have it?
I don't know. I think...
No, of course you don't. You've left it in your room. It's been there all evening. Such a small package. Hasn't it? Have you looked inside?
No.
Well, open it. Please.
What's all this?
Photographs. Photographs from that evening. Photographs of my brother. I was 21 back then. It had been my birthday a few weeks before. My parents weren't at home that evening, so I had a few friends over and we were celebrating. We were drinking, and sometime during that evening I realized Hugo wasn't in the house. He was lost. I went to look for him. We used to live far away from the town, no other houses around. So I was walking along the road, and suddenly this really fast car passed me by. It really scared me, and then I heard the tires screeching, and another car stopped quite close to me, a police car. I didn't really see who was driving it, I just saw that it was a woman. The car was just standing there for a moment, and then it drove off. And I saw Hugo, lying in the road.
So that was you. Mrs. Caswell, you were the one I saw that night.
Yes, and then when the police came to start asking questions, I remembered the person that I'd seen sitting in that car. It was the police officer who was in the investigation team, Officer Alice Wells. And I understood that the investigation was useless. And then when I got married, and I had my Hugo, I was trying to find you, and I found out that you were Chief Inspector. I'm in one of these photos, actually. How do I look?
That wasn't my fault. I didn't hit him. I'm sorry for what happened to your brother. I am, but I wasn't able to help him.
Oh, that doesn't matter now, does it? Everything's going to be okay now. I was hoping that if you came here, and I was able to see you, I would understand who you were. Cold. Without emotions. Or that I was wrong about you. One can change in 10 years. But I've been watching you all night, and I see that I wasn't wrong. When I got lost in the basement, you just went away. Who knows what else you've done? Things I don't even know about. I've been trying to make sense of you, maybe even understand you, but when I see how you behave, you don't care about others. You only act in your own best interest. Yesterday, I might have thought there was some good in you. But today... I hope that at least now you'll do the right thing.
I could silence her. I could do it. But should I? I'm sorry. If I could go back, I would, please. Forgive me.
Forgive you? Forgive you? How can I forgive you? For the last 10 years, there hasn't been a day when I haven't wondered if you could have saved him. How can I forgive you? 10 years that my brother didn't get to live.
What shall I do? What do you want?
I've always wanted to see you cry, to see you beg. I've wanted you dead, like my brother. But now, I just want you to go home. I want you to go to your police station, hand in your notice, and tell everyone about your negligence.
And then?
Then nothing. Nothing. That is enough. That is enough for me. Will you do it?
Should I admit to what I did? Okay. Fine. I'll do it.
Thank you, Miss Wells.
Mom, can we go home now?
Don't worry, Hugo. We'll find Daddy and we'll go. Mummy's taken care of everything. And what about you, Miss Wells? Will you go home now? Go to the police station.
I've left Harbour Watch Inn. I've left the island. And I'm going back home. But what am I going to do when I get there? How am I supposed to go back to work and act like nothing's happened? The evidence file number 111 lies next to me on the passenger seat.
Alice? Alice, are you there? Alice?
Evidence number 111. Starring Zoe Robbins as Alice Wells, Rosamund Pike as Adele Keswill, Mike Bodie as Richard Keswill, Richard Reed as Reverend Timothy McCarthy, Kenny Blythe as Detective John Broderick, Abigail Rice as Receptionist Ethel Washington, Jamie Marshall as Chef Thomas Rogers, Atta Muniak as Hugo Keswill, Rebecca Reesness as Judy, Paul Coltofiano as Newscaster, Michael Pitton as Police Officer Bowers, and James Beaumont as the guide. Story: Sylvia Divecki and Vladimir Marechek. Written by Vladimir Marechek. Lead programmer: Michal Zartopek. Directed by Tomáš Oramus. Music: Aleš Ramon. Dialogue recordist: David Dikera. Dialogue editor: Petr Neubauer. Sound effect editor: Petr Hilčanský. Foley artist: Radovan Eckert. Lead sound designer: Tomáš Oramus. Optimization for the visually impaired: Michal Jelinek. Licensed songs: Only Physically by Saka. Goodbye to Me, Traveller by Places. Monsters Inc. by Outsiders. Illustrations: Michal Kotsourek and Petr Drahoš. Marketing and promotion: Petr Poláček. PR by PR Outreach. Making of video by Aneshka Kruzhikova. Teaser by Krutart Animation Studio. We would like to thank all our friends who supported us throughout the development. Created by Play by Ears in partnership with Sound Square Studio. Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed the story, you can follow us on Facebook by swiping to the right. You can return to the main menu by swiping left. To repeat the help, swipe up with 2 fingers. Main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left. By swiping up, you can turn the help for the visually impaired on or off. By swiping down on the screen, you can purchase the full game. You can exit the game in the same way you exit any other application on your device. To activate the help, swipe up with 2 fingers on your screen at any time during the game.
This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. Evidence number 111, coming to Google Play and Apple App Store.
This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. Evidence number 111, coming to Google Play and Apple App Store.
This is Chief Inspector Alice Wells speaking.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September the 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well.
Immerse yourself in an original detective audio game. World-renowned voices in a thrilling interactive audio story. Who is blackmailing Chief Inspector Alice Wells? What mysteries await her in an old, cursed hotel? Will she discover the truth about the mysterious caller? How the story unfolds is up to you. Evidence number 111, coming to Google Play and Apple App Store.